Hi, my name's Kathy. I like to play basketball. Someday I'm going to play on TV.
My name's Jimmy. I like to play music. Someday I'm going to have my own band.
I'm Susan. I like science. When I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor.
Me, I'm Todd. Give me a soccer ball and I'm happy.
We're all kids, just like you. We go to school, we play with our friends, we do all things other kids do. And we've got something else in common, too.
We've all got asthma.
I've had asthma since I was a little baby.
I found out I had it when I was 5.
I just found out last week.
Don't worry, Jimmy. We'll help you learn all about it.
It's just that I'm kind of scared.
Hey, we were all scared at first, but the more you know about your asthma,
And the more you follow your doctor's instructions,
The better you feel.
so there's nothing to be afraid of.
Really?
Yeah, it's like this. If you don't learn about your asthma, then it controls you. But if you learn about it and follow your treatment, you can take control of your asthma.
I can take control of my asthma, but I don't know much about it.
Hey, Susan, you're the science expert.
to understand your asthma, you have to know how your lungs work. Your lungs are inside your chest. When you breathe air in through your nose or mouth, the air goes into your lungs. When your body is finished with that breath, you blow the air out of your lungs again and back out through your nose or mouth. See the blue arrows? The blue arrows show how the air goes into your lungs. The red arrows are the air coming out again. But when you have asthma, breathing can be hard to do. Asthma can make the muscles around your airways tighten up, so it's hard to open the air tubes in your lungs. And the insides of the air tubes swell up, so the air can hardly get through. And that's not all. Then your air tubes fill up with mucus.
What's mucus?
It's like the stuff that clogs up your nose when you have a bad cold.
Yuck!
It is yucky, and it's no fun at all. Look at the arrows. See how there's nowhere for the air to go? That's what happens when you're having an asthma attack.
It's hard to breathe.
And your chest hurts.
And sometimes you make these weird wheezing sounds.
That's what happens to me, too.
It happens to all of us, Jimmy.
But why does it happen?
Asthma attacks are caused by different things for different people. We call these things our asthma triggers. I have asthma attacks if I'm around dogs. That's because I'm allergic to dog fur, and my allergies lead to asthma attacks. So, dogs are one of my asthma triggers.
I have problems with allergies too, especially grass and dust. Those are my asthma triggers. If I play too long in the grass, or if my room gets too dusty, I might have an asthma attack.
What about you, Susan?
I have lots of asthma triggers. Dogs and cats, strong smells like perfumes or air fresheners, or if I have a cold and a runny nose. I'm still trying to figure out what all my asthma triggers are, but my parents are helping me, and so is my doctor.
I don't even know what my asthma triggers are.
Just try to remember what you were around the last time you had an asthma attack. Then talk to your parents and your doctor about it.
But what if it's my dog?
Hey, I was upset when I found out my dog was an asthma trigger. It meant my dog had to live outside instead of inside my house. But that's okay, I got used to it. And I didn't have nearly as many asthma attacks.
But what if grass is your asthma trigger? How can you stay out of grass?
Soccer is my favorite sport, and sometimes grass bothers me. But if I take my medicine like my doctor tells me to, I usually don't have any problems. But everybody's asthma is different.
So I need to find my asthma triggers and try to stay away from them?
Right. And you should also use your peak flow meter every day.
Oh yeah, my doctor gave me one of those, but I haven't used it yet.
You really need to. It's the best way to tell if your lungs are getting enough air. When you blow air through your peak flow meter, it tells you how much air is coming out. Your doctor will help you figure out what readings are good. That's called your green zone. What readings are not so good, that's called your yellow zone. And what readings are really bad and need attention right away, that's called your red zone. When you use your peak flow meter, you'll blow into it 3 times, then write down the highest number you got. Then you'll look to see if this is your green zone, your yellow zone, or your red zone.
What if it's in the yellow zone?
That means you might be getting close to having an asthma attack. Your doctor might want you to take special medicine, and you should stop whatever you're doing and try to rest.
And if it's in the red zone?
That's when you really need help. Tell your mom or dad. Or if you're at school, tell your teacher.
Okay, I get it now. Stay away from my asthma triggers and use my peak flow meter every day.
But there's one more thing to remember.
And this one is really, really important.
Take your medicine!
Okay, if I'm feeling bad, I take my medicine.
Wrong. Don't just take your medicine when you're feeling bad. Take it exactly like your doctor tells you to, whether you're feeling bad or not.
If you're supposed to take medicine 1 time each day, or twice each day, or whatever, you have to follow the instructions.
And always take the right amount, never too much and never too little.
But if I'm not sick, why take medicine?
Remember, Jimmy, when you have asthma, your asthma never really goes away. But taking medicine is one way to keep from having your asthma symptoms.
You mean like wheezing and coughing and not being able to breathe?
Exactly. If you're feeling great, it's probably because your medicine is working.
So always take my medicine the way my doctor says?
Right. Know the name of your medicine, know how much to take, and know when to take it.
And I'll never have another asthma attack?
Well, not exactly.
What do you mean?
We all have asthma attacks now and then.
Oh, what do I do then?
There are ways to tell if you're about to have an asthma attack. The sooner you realize it, the sooner you can stop it.
How?
Number 1, know your warning sign. If your peak flow reading is in the yellow zone, that's a warning sign. If you are coughing, feel tired, or short of breath, that might be a warning sign too.
Sometimes I feel fine, but I hear a wheezing sound when I breathe. That's one of my warning signs.
Sometimes I feel pains in my chest. That means my lungs are tightening up. That's a warning sign too.
Okay, so if I have a warning sign, what do I do?
Number 2, tell someone who can help you. At home, tell your mom or dad. At school, tell your teacher. Number 3, take your medicine. Do you have an inhaler yet?
Yeah, I do.
Great. We'll teach you how to use it in just a minute.
Number 4, rest, relax, stay calm.
How can I stay calm when I'm having an asthma attack?
You need to try. By resting and staying calm, you can keep your asthma attack from getting so bad.
Getting too tired can be an asthma trigger, you know.
So is getting upset.
So you don't want to get too tired or upset. Just try to relax if you think an episode is starting.
What's next?
Have your parents call your doctor if you're not getting better.
Gotcha.
Ready for your inhaler lesson?
Sure.
You might have medicine that comes in pills or as a liquid in a bottle.
Yeah, I do.
But you might have other medicine that you take with an inhaler, like this. Some people with asthma use their inhaler every day. Other people just use it when they think an asthma attack is about to happen. Your doctor will tell you exactly when to use it.
How does it work?
Like this. You take off the cap and hold the inhaler upright. Then you shake it to mix up the medicine inside. Then, tilt your head back and blow out a big breath, like this. Then, hold the inhaler to your mouth, either with your mouth open or with your lips closed around the mouthpiece, like your doctor told you. Breathe it in as deep as you can. You want all the medicine to reach deep into your lungs so it can do its job. Hold your breath for 10 seconds if you can. If your doctor has told you to take more than one puff of medicine, wait 1 minute between puffs. Now, do you see this thing? It's called a spacer. Close your mouth around the spacer and push down on the inhaler. Breathe in slowly and breathe deep to get all the medicine. And only take one puff at a time. This is just one kind of inhaler. Your doctor might give you one that looks different. He'll show you how to use it. Think you can do that?
Sure. Will it help?
You bet. Whenever I get my warning signs, I try to relax, then I use my inhaler. In just a few minutes, I feel fine again.
Wow. I'm going to keep it with me all the time.
If you need to, that's a good idea. But just like with your other medicines, only use it the way your doctor tells you to.
There sure is a lot to remember when you have asthma.
Yeah, there is, but once you get used to living with asthma, you'll do just fine.
You don't have to be sick all the time if you stay away from your asthma triggers. Take your medicine and use your peak flow meter.
And if you do get sick, just follow the 5 steps. Know your warning signs, tell a grown-up, take your medicine, try to relax, and call your doctor if you're not feeling better.
Got it.
You know, Jimmy, a lot of kids have asthma.
How many?
Millions.
Millions?
That's right, but you don't have to let it slow you down.
You can still have fun.
And do the things all kids do.
If you just follow the rules we've told you about,
I think I can do it.
we know you can do it.
Thanks. I'm not scared anymore. I'm taking control of my asthma.